Hey guys, welcome to CC Live. So glad you guys are tuning in at this time. Hey, I'm Cody, and this is my friend Noah, and we're going to be answering some questions, just talking a little bit about life. So the first question I have for you, what year of school are you in?
I am a senior this year.
Okay, senior.
Yes,
That's a big year.
Yeah.
That means, some things are coming up, some important decisions about to be made. Senior year. So do you feel like you've arrived, like, oh, I'm the big dog on campus?
Oh, I'm definitely not the big dog, but we'll take what I can get.
Okay. So what school do you go to?
I go to Hamilton High School.
Okay, Hamilton High School. Okay, so I've been over to Hamilton. Pretty nice area.
Oh, yeah.
Like it over there. Good disc golf course. All right, so I know the area you're talking about. All right, so what's something you really like that others don't?
Okay, so I work as a dishwasher in a kitchen at a senior living facility. And there was one day when our chef made the sardine salad, and it was amazing. So I like sardines.
Wait, what? You like sardines?
Yes.
Okay, so why is that? Sardines are basically like dead fish to me. Like
that
like
is
smell,
correct.
that nasty thing. It's ugh.
The smell is terrible, but once you mix it with a few... I actually made the recipe the other day.
Okay.
And my friends wouldn't try it because they're a little too scared of it. But anyway, it's onion and cucumber, mustard and ketchup, and this habanero sauce. It's a hot sauce with a ton of mustard in it. And add some sardines in it. It's beautiful.
You had me at habanero. Well, actually, you had me at sardines, but I don't do spicy. But when you eat a sardine, do you eat the head of the fish? Like
no, the head's cut off.
Okay, I never ate a sardine. Who knew? Who knew it? All right, so we're in October.
Correct.
It's a big season that we like to call spooky season.
Yes.
Are you a fan of spooky season?
I'm more of a Christmas guy. But, spooky season's good.
Okay.
As long as you get the lights out, then I'm good.
Lights out for Halloween?
Yes, lights out for Halloween.
Okay. All right. I know some people. I personally don't have lights, so I'm sorry. I feel like I failed you on this
A
one.
little bit.
Okay. Second question. Spooky season. Big time for these kind of movies this year. Scary movies. Are you a fan? Not? Where you at on that?
I actually have not watched a lot of scary movies.
Okay.
Which is a little hard to believe, probably. But I don't really watch scary movies. But earlier during COVID, I got together with a few of my friends and we watched the Chernobyl Diaries. And that was probably the worst scary movie I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. No jump scares, nothing like that?
No, it was just I don't even know, a baby crawling across the floor. That's really about it.
Okay. Well, I personally don't like scary movies either. I mean, I don't watch them. So we're in that boat together. I appreciate that. All right, so October 31st is coming. What's your historically best Halloween costume?
Okay. So when I was younger, I don't even know what age I was, but I was Thomas the Tank Engine. And we didn't want to pay all that money for the costume, so we took a ton of cardboard boxes and spray painted them. So I had a giant cardboard box painted as Thomas the Tank Engine.
I feel like homemade Halloween costumes are typically the best.
They really are.
I mean, it really puts the value into what you're doing, and typically you get the most candy. I don't know how much candy you got that.
I got plenty.
That's all you need on a good Halloween.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's turn the corner just a little bit and talk about something a little bit more serious. So really, what's something right now that God's just been teaching you?
As of right now, God's been teaching me the value of patience and trust. With midterms coming up in school, it's been very, very stressful, and working 2 jobs on top of it, it's been even harder. So it's the value of taking your time with things and not rushing it. You have to wait for the final product sometimes.
No, I think that's super important, especially in a season of busyness. I feel like a lot of people are getting back to that time where schedules are being filled with work, with activities, with church, with school, a lot going on.
Okay.
And I think it's really good that God's teaching you that season of patience and trust. No, that's awesome. For you, what's the best way that you connect with God?
Best way that I connect with God is through music. I'm a huge music nerd. I can tell you anything about music, and I'd sit and listen to music all day. And once you start putting that Jesus music on, man, I'll be up there and I'll just be singing my heart out. And like, I don't care if anyone's around me. Like, I play bass here at church, and when I go and I'm standing in the back sobbing my eyes out,
yeah,
I'm glad that no one can see it, but you know, I mean, it's that connection with God that you just find personal through music.
Yeah, for sure. All right, follow-up questions on that. How many instruments do you play? Because I know that you're like really like a lot there, right?
I am pretty musical. I do sing. I play bass guitar. I play viola. Those are my two main instruments. I can fiddle around on drums. I played electric guitar for a solo one time, and I can, if you hand it to me, I can probably play it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty awesome, and I think very few people have that skill. You said viola,
yes,
and then you said fiddle, and I made that connection of, I was thinking you were gonna say fiddle, but you just said fiddle around with drums. Good
Yep.
term there.
You're welcome.
All right, second question. I had a second follow-up question. I just remembered it. Favorite worship song you're listening to now?
Ooh. Hear the Roar by Redemption to the Nations.
Oh, I have not heard that one.
Very
Redemption
good one.
to the Nations. Okay.
Very
I'm gonna
good.
need to throw that on the playlist.
Yes, please.
All right, I'll throw it in on the rotation. All right, so what's something you want to grow in? What's something that you see yourself growing in?
I want to grow in my relationship with other people more. I think that especially during COVID here, we're starting to become a little more distant from people, especially outside of our immediate friend circle. So I think that building the relationships with people outside of my immediate friend group, I think would be a really important thing to do.
No, I think that that's awesome, that taking that step out and communicating with other people. Have you found any tools, any resources, anything that you have been able to maximize on that, you know, to reach out to other people, something along those lines?
Yeah, I think that it's just finding common ground with other people. So I'm in show choir at my school, and I get to see 50 people each day. And, you know, finding that common ground helps you gain that experience to get to know people more.
No, I think that I mean, in any relationship is the key. And so I think that that's awesome. All right, so what's some advice you would give to your fellow students watching from home right now?
To all my students watching from home right now, you just got to keep going, man. You got to keep persevering, because there are times where things are just gonna get hard, and especially staying at home all the time and not getting to come is sometimes really hard. But you know, you just got to keep pushing through it and know that God's got this the whole time, and you can't forget that promise. Like, He made that promise for a reason, and He has you no matter what you're going through. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I leaned on during the pandemic, and I'm still leaning on it now.
Yeah, I think that when trials come, when we're faced with things, it's easy to be defeated. It's easy just to throw in the towel.
Amen.
And so I think it's really important, and I think that for you to say, like, hey, you know, keep it up, keep it going, and keep pushing through is really wise words coming from a senior, and I think the students can really echo with that of going through this pandemic. Well, guys, hey, thanks for tuning in to CC Live. So appreciative of you guys at home tuning in each and every Sunday, and just, you know, thanks for coming this week.